morning students. So in the last video we have seen what we have seen. First we have seen the components of multimedia, then we have seen the file formats, and we have seen the steps in multimedia production. Okay. So in this video we are going to see multimedia production team, applications of multimedia, and the libraries, information centers and archives. Okay. So first we will see multimedia production team. So in the last video we have seen the steps in multimedia production. So for a project, how will you create a project? So first you have to analyze the project, then you have to pre-production. In that you have to use the budgeting, you have to use the hardware software tools, and then you must be, next you go to production team, next you go to testing, documentation, and then finally the project will be handed over. Okay. So in the same way, in that all step by step, what are the members we are doing with them. Okay. So multimedia production team. So first one, production manager. What does he do? So he is the, we can say it as a head of the project. Okay. Production manager. What he has to, he must has the qualities of communication skill, budgeting, performance, and then he has to co-activate, he must be a good leader to order every people. At the same time he has to be able to get the work from everyone. Okay. And the next one, content specialist. Okay. So content specialist. So he plays the main role in this. Who is the content specialist? So now the content specialist knows the entire project. He knows everything in the project, how it should be delivered to the user, and what are all the expectation of the user he knows. So as per the entire project, he will divide the entire project into sub modules and small tasks, and then he will get the desired output from the task team members. Okay. And next one, script writer. So who is the script writer? So script writer, he writes the script as per the simple task, and he divides the major task, and he gives the information to the simple task persons, and he receives the data from them. Okay. And next one is the text editor. So text editor, he will do what all the text should be aligned with the animation, the particular grammatical errors must be erased, and the particular text must be aligned with the, it must have a flow with the multimedia video. Okay. That work will be done by the text editor. And next one, multimedia architect. So multimedia architect, as you know very well, in the last video we have seen the what are the basic components of multimedia. What are all the basic components of multimedia? Text, audio, video, image and animation. So the multimedia architect has to concern, and he has to watch over all these 5 components, basic components. Okay. And next, computer graphics artist. So this computer graphics artist, he decides the type of animation, whether it must be a 2D animation or whether it must be a 3D animation, whether it must be a frame animation or whether it be a path animation. So everything is determined by the computer graphics artist. And the next one, audio and video specialist. So these person do the recording, they do the editing, and they do the cut short, anything missed that should be edited. Okay. That some things may not be needed for the user, so that has to be cut shorted. So that is done by the audio and video specialist. And next comes the computer programmer. So as you know, as you are writing programming language, you are writing HTML program, PHP program, PageMaker, everything you know. Similarly, for a particular task, what are all the software needed, what are all the hardware needed, and on which part of the software we are doing the computer programmer. He does the programming. Okay. And last one is the webmaster. He is the webmaster who finally collects all the simple tasks and makes the entire project and give it to the internet. As we seen in the last video, the last part of it is to give the entire project to the user. Okay. And it will be given in the form of either in CD, DVDs or through internet. So the webmaster posted through the internet. So these are all the multimedia production team. Okay. So first, production manager, content specialist, script writer, text editor, multimedia architect, computer graphics artist, audio and video specialist, computer programmer and webmaster. Okay. The next topics is application of multimedia. So you know very well, we are using multimedia, internet, computer in all the fields, but the perfect in that internet and multimedia, the center concept is multimedia. So how we are using multimedia in the some fields. So first, education field, second, entertainment, business systems, medical service, public places and multimedia conferencing. So first we will see in education. So in education nowadays we are learning through e-learning and we are seeing through video conferencing. So we are seeing through YouTube video channels, everything we are watching now. So in education, multimedia performs a new part of teaching, and the students, teachers and parents also, they have a new mode of teaching. Okay, ma'am? So it is very useful for them. And the next one, entertainment. In entertainment, using through radios, using TV, and you know another one here, you will be seeing another one, that is videos or movies. So how we are getting videos or movies? So the videos or movies are saved in the server, okay, and the computer communication network, it has a set-top box. That set-top box converts the communication network from the digital signal to analog signal, and then hence we get the video in the TV. Okay, so this is done in the entertainment. And next, in the business systems. So in business, the multimedia plays a very important role. So as per the business, they are using the multimedia for promoting their products, for sales. How can they improve their sales? They are using their advertisement through multimedias. Okay, and next one, medical services. In medical services, the new doctors or the upcoming doctors are doing the pre-surgery. Before they are doing a surgery to a human being, they are doing a prior surgery using this multimedia techniques. Okay, and next one, public places. So as you know very well, we are using the multimedia in hotels, railway stations, hospitals, banks, libraries, in everywhere we are using. So it is also used in public places. And the last one, multimedia conferencing. So conferencing, you know, video call, it is very familiar to everything, that is described here, that as multimedia conferencing, that is video conferencing. We can talk to more than 2 people, so that we are sitting in a room and we are having a discussion. Okay, so these are the applications of multimedia, first in education field, then in entertainment, business systems, medical services, public places, multimedia and conferencing. In education system, our India has launched EduSat, okay, education satellite, which is very useful for the education department. Okay, and the next last topic of this chapter, libraries, information centers and archives. Okay, so do you know what is kiosk? K-I-O-S-K. K-I-O-S-K. So in ATM machine and in many libraries in railway systems, if you want to know whether what is the position of the train or what is the position of your ticket, you will be touching the screen and you will be knowing the information. That is the kiosk. Okay, so multimedia kiosk, it is used in railway station, it is used in bank ATMs, and it is used in many other fields. Okay, ma? It is a free open multimedia network. And next one, webcasting and video conferencing. So what do you mean by video conferencing? As we have already said, multimedia conferencing, video conferencing is also similar to that. In video conferencing, we can see 2 or more people in a particular time and we can have conversation with them. And what do you mean by webcasting? Video conferencing and webcasting differs with some criteria. So how the webcasting differ from video conferencing? Webcasting means the live program is relayed to the user. Okay, so that is the webcasting. And next one, this is the live program, and this video conferencing is at the part we can use with more 2 or 3. Okay, so user orientation program. The user orientation program is nothing other than who are all the users who are all using multimedia. We are using in schools, we are using in universities, we are using in education, we are using in banks, etc. And the last one, e-publishing. So as per this, nowadays we are using e-book and we are using e-learning. Everything is done in using this electronic publishing mode. And the last one, digital libraries. So when you get into a library, before if you have to go to the person and you have to ask about the book. The person will see the ledger and he will give the information whether the book is available or not. But in digital libraries, using kiosk, there will be a system. If you go in front of the system and if you give the book name and if you give the author, the system will give you the reply whether the book is available or not. So that is done in digital libraries. So the last, libraries, information centers and archives, these are all based on the education based. Okay. So today we have seen 3 types of topics: multimedia production team, applications of multimedia, library information centers and archives. So with this chapter 1 gets over. Okay. So in chapter 1 we have learned what are all the components of multimedia, what are all the file formats supported for each production, how will you product a project, and then multimedia production team members, applications of multimedia, library information centers. Thank you students.